to record us on Zoom so we have an easily downloadable, accessible video for later. Good day. What is up? I will wait a second here just to see if anyone is going to join live first so I can make sure that your question gets front row and center. Otherwise, we have questions collected from previous question entries that we can attack. But I love when you honor yourself and you get here and you show up live because you have a question and you want to get an answer. So it's Tuesday, March 28th. Did anyone read my Instagram post yesterday? I'm going to throw it in the group because I'd love to have a conversation about it. Today, I want to talk about the answer. The answer to everything. The answer to everything. What do I mean by that? So the world talks so much about self-love and about loving yourself. And in my human design chart, self-love literally shows up in 4 different places. And I kind of have known that for years and have thought about it and it's come in and out of my journal entries, and it's always been a forefront. But I think I finally understand what it means for me to have self-love in 4 places in my human design. And I want to share with you what that means for you, because this is going to put the power back in your hands. This group was not created as a place for you to come here to get the answers, even though I answer questions every Tuesday. It wasn't a group intended for you to come and collect answers to then move on into your life. Like, oh, I got that answer. Now I know how to do it. Now everything's going to be great. No. This group was created to make you think with the information that you're given, with the answers to these questions, in how they apply to who you are, what you do, and what your desires are. So my true gifts, the reason why I'm here, the reason why self-love is in 4 places in my chart, is because I'm meant to help women come back home to their bodies, to feel grounded and safe and whole, knowing that their power resides within them and not from an external source. And I was stuck for a while thinking about, like, what does self-love mean? And we all talk about, well, it's not bubble baths and it's not reading a book in the sunshine and it's not going to the spa. So what is self-love? That's the question today. And how do we get there? What is self-love and how do we get there? And this is such a huge question. Like, if we had hours to talk about this, we could create a whole workshop on what is self-love and how do we get there. In fact, part of this is going to be in Unstoppable. Like the first day of Unstoppable, we're going to be focusing on this a lot because it is the basis for all change. If you're in an area of your life that you do not like, or you are doing something that you do not like, or you wish for things to be different, then you must understand self-love. What is self-love? Self-love is relearning your body. And I'm talking about, as women, the parts of our body, how our body functions. Understanding the cycles, understanding hormones, understanding pleasure, understanding the parts of our body. We literally have a life force that creates humans. It is our creative center inside our body that men do not have. We as women create life. Let me say that again. We as women create life. not just physical form life, like grow actual humans. If you've ever thought about the fact that we grow humans that develop and have brains and ears and toes and body parts that work together, like we grow a human, but also the life force for the world. The sensuality, the love, the feeling, the emotions, the being, the connections, the community and the sisterhood and the working together, life force creators. So in order for us to love ourselves, we have to understand who we are, like individually, but also as women. There's health class is a joke. Health class is a joke. I can't even tell you what I learned in health class. In fact, I think I learned about maybe the food pyramid. They're still teaching that in doctors' offices, you guys. There's something wrong with that. There's no urgency. There's no desire for women to understand themselves, like the collective, and I'm talking about like the people who are in charge of our world, of our education system, have no desire for women to understand their bodies, because when women understand their bodies, they are powerful. That's what we're here to do. When women understand the cycles that our bodies move through, we understand our emotions and our feelings and how we can use them and love them and embrace them. When we can understand how we create physically and just in the world, like a human being inside, but also the life that we live. And the world doesn't want us to have power because that's powerful, right? It's not power in a bad way. It's power in an amazing way. It's a connector. When we as a community are connected and we each individually stand in our power, that is even more powerful. The world does not want us to be there. So therefore, usually the way it goes in my life is when someone tells me what not to do, I feel an even stronger pull to highlight that, to bring it to life, to show people how to access their power, because I believe that it's our life force. And so in order for us to make money, to run a business, and for it to feel fulfilling and successful, we have to love ourselves first, which means we have to understand our bodies, we have to understand our cycles, we have to understand our hormones, we have to understand our energy. If we could take it all back to even just one part of our body and we just studied the womb, like this is where the information is. We have this, what has been called the gut, heart, brain connection. But actually what I believe it to be is, I believe there is a gut, heart, brain connection, but what I believe is even underneath all of that is a womb, heart, throat connection. Our womb in this area in our body is our creative life force. It's where we get innovative. It's where we access our power. It's where we feel safe and grounded to the earth. When we feel safe and we feel grounded, then we can open up to go explore. If we don't feel safe and grounded, we don't trust ourselves, we don't trust people, we don't trust the world, we stay curled in like this. But when we feel grounded, we open up and we feel like we can go out and explore. We trust our intuition. We trust these little pings that we get of like, well, that looks fun and exciting. I should try that. Even if it doesn't work out, I should still try it because it looks fun and exciting. Or, you know, I would like to make money that way. Let's see if that's even let's just see if that's fun. When we feel grounded, that's what we get to do. And as we connect the womb to the heart, our feeling space, our heart work, like this is where we feel love. where we show love. And when we connect it to our throat, this is where we get to voice our opinion. We get to stand in our power. So we can't get here speaking our truth and voicing our opinions and standing in our power until we are, I know you can't see me, but until we are grounded and we understand our womb and our body. So what is self-love? If we only say that we can feel love and abundance when we hit certain money milestones, then we don't fully love ourselves, because we believe that self-love, that we love ourselves when these things happen. It's circumstantial. When we make $5,000 a month, then we'll feel excited. No, it's the opposite. We feel excited and we make $5,000 a month. Do you understand the difference? Coming home to our body allows us to stand in that difference. No longer is our power circumstantial. When someone tells me I'm beautiful, then I'll think I'm beautiful. No, I believe I'm beautiful, and then we will attract the person who will tell us that I'm beautiful, or tell us that we're beautiful. When power is no longer circumstantial, we are infinitely powerful. We hold the power. We understand our bodies. We can function from this sense of self-love. If we only feel abundant and love when a certain amount of people come into our programs, or buy our coaching, or buy our products, then we don't fully love ourselves, because we're depending our love and abundance on an external circumstance. But when we fully love ourselves and we feel full and abundant and happy and excited, then people come into our programs and we also feel love and excitement and abundance. But it wasn't dependent on that. So does it make sense that we must fully learn to love ourselves from the inside out, which means that we have to dig and look at our past lessons and our past experiences and probably unravel some stuff, some shame, some doubt, some anger, some guilt, like go deep. And this takes time. We have to weed through that stuff and heal it. And then we finally come to this place of full self-love from the inside. We radiate love and abundance, and then we become a magnet and attract what we desire to us, because we're whole. So self-love is not bubble baths and spas and foot treatments and massages, although that is showing love to your body. Full self-love is a deep exploration that takes time and dedication. When you see people say, here's my 15-minute morning practice that gave me success, it is not what they did in their morning practice that gave them success. It is that they showed up for themselves. That's it. It doesn't matter what they did in their morning practice. It is that they showed up for themselves over and over and over again, which meant that they began trusting themselves, which then they developed more trust, and they felt grounded and safe within their body because they continually showed up for themselves. It's not that they took their journal and they had a 5-minute journal practice and they answered these journal questions and they meditated and they called in their spirit guides. It is not what they did. Does that make sense? It's that they built the trust and the self-love within themselves that then led them to success. And I say it in air quotes because everyone's success is different, right? You can't meditate your way to $5,000 months. You can't meditate your way to 25 people in your program, but you can practice self-love and self-worth and truly come home to yourself and then attract those things to you because you're now whole. And your desires are to feel that way first, and also in all the things that you do. So That's a 15-minute tangent on self-love. And I feel like I probably just hit the nail on the head. But if this is something that makes sense to you, if you are feeling like, oh wow, I don't know my body, I don't fully understand wholeness, like the womb, heart, throat connection, what's possible, what my body's capable of, then you might want to join us in Unstoppable, because this program is, yes, going to help you create unstoppable momentum in your business and in your life, but we're going to do it from a coming home perspective. So we're literally breaking it down into the womb, the heart, and the throat in energetics, and also in strategy and business, so that those two things can meld themselves together. Because I believe that you can't hold big money if you don't have the energetics behind holding big money, if you don't love yourself. You can't hold a big program if you don't have the energetics and the understanding of your body to hold the people in a big program. So it's a melding of these two things together, and nobody else is teaching business like this. And I'm really, really excited to do it with you guys. So if you haven't joined Unstoppable, I have actually reopened a 50% off link. It expires on Friday. So if you haven't gotten yourself in, I will drop the link here and you guys can jump in. We're starting April 3rd, 6 weeks together, $222. This is going to change the way that not only you do business, but also the way that you live life. And once you understand this, it changes everything for you. So I love you guys. I'm so grateful to be here with you on Tuesdays. And this is powerful. This is powerful. All right. I'll catch you guys on the other side.